A nice, elegant fruit sauce today. This is blueberry coulis. Look at how smooth and velvety that is. Good for cheesecake, all kind of dairy-based desserts, or desserts with other fruit, as you will see. So originally I made this during the summer. I had a bunch of wild blueberries, and I pureed it up, and I was trying to make it a little too approachable, and I didn't strain the sauce. And I made a couple other tweaks too, but I just didn't love it. This is the new sauce that I just made today, and it is so good. The secrets here that I worked on and incorporated to the original recipe, a little bit of coconut oil. So oil really helps make it fluffy. Straining it, you have to strain it. There's no way around it. A little herb bouquet for some aroma, and zest is at the end, and we're definitely not pureeing it in there. The first thing we're going to do here is take a little bit of herb. I have a sprig of mint. You could use a sprig of tarragon. You can see there's just a couple things, a few slivers of ginger, a few allspice berries, like 4 or 5, and then a tiny piece of cinnamon, like an inch. Take some blueberries. These are more frozen wild blueberries that I picked. You can use any blueberries. We're going to put that herb bouquet in there, a little splash of dry white wine, maple syrup. You could also use sugar, but maple syrup is better, especially with blueberries. And then we're just going to bring this up to a simmer, and you can see the herb bouquet is always underneath the liquid, and a lot of liquid is going to come out of the blueberries, but that is to make sure that it infuses. Heat that up, bring it to a simmer it for a little while, and then cool it down, put a lid on it, and allow that to infuse. Take the spice bouquet out, and then this is easy, just put it into the blender. Now we add the fat. And I added the coconut oil in the next version I made after this one, and it was even better, as I was like, oh, well, what if I tried with coconut oil too? It was so good. So you can use any oil in a pinch is the moral of the story, but coconut oil is going to be the best. It's going to firm up a little bit more and really just gets nice and fluffy. Then the other thing is you have to strain it for the finest texture. Now sometimes I like blueberries just stewed, like stewed blueberries, and I'm going to show you, I like to use this in combination with fresh fruit. This is just another sort of fruit sauce you can make, but a coulis is always velvety, smooth, and pureed. That is kind of the technical definition of the most important things that I consider in a coulis. After the coulis is strained, we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice to taste, just a splash, a little bit of lemon zest. We don't want to puree the lemon zest because it can get a little bit bitter and it doesn't taste as fresh, and that sauce is going to cool down. It's not going to be piping hot, and then you chill it down. Just look, that texture is nice and velvety and smooth, and it was good on this cheesecake I made for Easter, but it's even better on this one is a panna cotta I made last year, and now you see we have the fresh berries and the sauce together. Now that's kind of the win-win. And I may put the sauce on the bottom, so it's just a little more attractive. It can look a little bit gloppy, and it'll stain things if you just laid a lot on top. Nothing wrong with that though. And then you just take a bunch of fresh blueberries, put it on top. I have some creeping bellflowers there, one of my favorite purple flowers for berries as a garnish, and that is kind of like the best of both worlds. Isn't that cool? Love that sauce. Full recipe's on my website. There's a link at the top of the video description for that. Thanks for watching.